Hi there, welcome back. How are you today? So in this beautiful video, what's been coming up a lot in this week, that these beautiful things, the unforgiveness, the resentment that we hold when we hold grudges, the anger, the pain, the fear, all of these things create density within us. They make our energy heavy. You can feel it when you're angry, when you're upset with others, when you hold grudges. You feel tired, you feel heavy within yourself. You don't have energy because all your energy is tied up in these heavy, dense vibrations like unforgiveness, like anger, like fear. So that's why my beautiful team guided me to create all these beautiful courses. All of these things that we've created for you have been things that I have worked through, and even with that, they have given me extra information to share with you in the beautiful courses. That's so much more than even what I worked through with them. Their guidance and their assistance that I've followed all these years to work through the forgiveness, to work through the anger, to work through the fear. It's not about working through, it's more about resolving, healing those things. Because what happens is when you resolve them, when you heal them, whatever word you want to use, you release it from your energetic field. It's no longer there, it's no longer needed. And what happens is that density that it created is released. I've seen it, actually. I remember doing this beautiful Reiki session with a friend, and there was something that she was working through. There was an issue. I can't remember what it was now, but I remember as I was doing the Reiki session with her that day, I could see her energy. I could see it shaking like you would a mat. You know when you shake a mat outside on the fence and you see all these dust particles flying off when you beat it with a stick or you just shake it, and there's all these dust particles coming off, and that's what her energy looked like that day. I could see within her energetic state, in the just below the center of her energy, all this, I could see this stuff shaking off like dust particles, but they were golden. It was so pretty. It was really beautiful to watch. And she said to me at the end of that session, I feel lighter. I feel like something's been released. And I said, I know, because I saw it. I don't know what it was. I said, but I was watching as I was doing the Reiki session. All these golden particles were being released off her energy. And they're just flying off and then just disappearing, disintegrating in the distance. But I saw it. So I know what it looks like visually as well as feeling it within myself, because I know within myself, before all of this, before I started any of this, before my first awakening, I was always tired, always feeling heavy, always like everything's so heavy, you know. There's this heaviness that happens within us, you know, and everything seems hard and it feels like you're doing the same over and over and over, but you're not getting anywhere. Because this was me for most of my adult life. It felt like no matter what I did, nothing was changing. I couldn't change any of it. It felt like I was destined to live this life to the end with this suffering, with this anger, with this unforgiveness in my system. And it's exhausting when your energy is trapped in that. Now, what I understand now that I've been through it, because that's the only way to do this, is to go through it. Because you can ignore it as much as you want. You can bury it under the rug as much as you want. This unforgiveness, this anger, all these issues. You can try to live thinking, oh, I'm only looking at the future and I'm just going to ignore that. But what happens in your day-to-day, every day? Spirit will send someone to trigger that in you, that anger that's still in there, that unforgiveness that's still in there, that resentment. Spirit will send someone to poke you to remind you that that is still in there. You haven't resolved it. And so you'll find yourself in the middle of the day getting upset with a work colleague that did something or said something, or angry when you go to the coffee shop and they fudge your order. They give you the wrong order, or someone pushes in front of you and you get angry at them. You'll find your anger flaring up. You'll find your fear stepping in, trying to protect you from getting hurt. You had to go through those beautiful experiences as a child. That's the experiences you chose to have for this lifetime. It's made you who you are today. So the experiences you've had, you were meant to have, to be who you are today. But you have a choice in every moment. If you want to keep living that way, if that's making you happy, because I know for me, it wasn't. I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like this was the life I wanted to live. I felt like I was living small, like I was hiding. I wasn't being true to who I was. It's easy to hide, and not accept that, well, I have the power to change this. It's a lot easier to just keep doing what you're doing because you're familiar with that. You know what that's like. But if we change, it's unfamiliar, it's unknown. We don't know what we're stepping into. But as you resolve your beautiful anger, and as you resolve your unforgiveness, resolve, heal, whatever word you want to use, work through. I'm not big on the word work because for most of us, that's not a fun word, work. Work through makes it sound like it's even heavier. I'm going to work through it now. So, it's probably better to say resolve, heal, all of those words. They're all the same thing though. It doesn't matter what word you use. They're all the same thing. The purpose of going through all of that is to release it from your system. That it no longer weighs you down. It's no longer creating that density in your system, in your energy, because it creates density. It makes you heavy. And when you resolve it, you can start stepping into the higher vibrations, the higher frequencies. And it's in those higher frequencies that you can talk to your angels. You can talk to your loved ones that have passed. So, it's really up to you and where you are on your journey. Are you happy to keep plodding along as you are? Are you living the life of your dreams? Is this what you always dreamed you'd be doing? Let me know in the comments how many of you out there feel that you're living the life of your dreams, that this is what you always dreamed you'd be doing when you were young. And you have it all of it, everything you dreamed. So, we have our dreams for a reason. And every one of us has different dreams. None of us have the same dreams. We're all different. We have different dreams. We're here to have different experiences. Because at the end of the day, when we're all done and we head back home with different information, with different knowledge. Back to source. I mean, what would be the point if we all came here to do the same thing, to experience the same thing, and we pass away and we go back to God, we go back home. Oh yeah, we did this. And then the next person comes in, yeah, I did this. And God be sitting there like, oh my God, can someone please choose something else? I'm so bored with everyone choosing the same thing. Why is everyone going down there and they all want to be actors and they all want to have a BMW and they all want to live in a mansion in Beverly Hills or whatever it is? God's sitting there going, please, someone give me a different, experience. Bring me different information. I'm so done with that one. So we're all here on different missions, if you like, to bring back different information when we are done here. And having said that, you come back many, many times to experience different things, different lifetimes, different lessons. So it's not like you get the one go and back and you hand over the information and we're done. No, you get another chance, come back. It's infinite. This playground where we come to have all these beautiful experiences is infinite. As are you, as is God. You get to play here as often as you like until you're done. And you're like, you know what? I'm done with this place. I'm good. I've had all the experiences I wanted to have. I've tried them all out. I've tried all the flavors of ice cream. There's nothing left for me to try. I'm done. And you move on. You do something else. I don't know what spirits do when they're not here. Some I feel are like angels. They assist from the spirit realm, but I'm sure there's other places to do other things, experience other things that we don't do here on earth. I'm sure of it. I have a feeling there's more places where we do other things. So, I haven't been shown, I haven't asked. I'm too busy at the moment following guidance for what they want. And my journey is very clear to me. Since I wrote the first book, it's very clear. That everything I've been through is something to be shared, that it may awaken others to their purpose. We're all here for a reason. And even if it's just to remind you of what you came to experience, and then you can see it through the eyes of spirit. Wow, that's what I came for. It turns everything into play. Everything becomes play. Oh, that's what I came for. It's all fun. It's all joyful through the eyes of spirit. So, my beautiful beings, even if that is all you gain, that in itself is heaven on earth. That you can look at your life and see the blessing in every moment. And see how supported you are, how loved you are. That you got to have the experience you asked for before coming here. That in itself is wonderful. To be able to see this life through the eyes of love is a gift. And that is the gift that they want me to share with you. Because they've already given that to me. But to receive this gift, it's like, you know what? It's like having a delicious meal. And you sit down and you taste this meal for the first time. It's like, great. That tasted amazing. But it's so different when you sit down with others and you share this meal. And then you all get to taste it together at the same time. What does it taste like? That's the difference. Yes, some of us, we may have this beautiful awakening and keep it to ourselves. We feel blessed and that's enough. That's enough for us. We don't want to do anything else. But many of us come out to talk to you because we know how wonderful it is. That if even just one person awakens, it's a ripple effect. Then that one person can in their way affect. Because energetically, once you awaken and the density is released from your system, energetically you are already affecting the people around you differently. Your energy is different. It's interacting with their energy differently. It's affecting their energy differently. And so every person that awakens has this ability to affect those around them with this higher vibration, with this higher frequency that they've now stepped into. So my beautiful beings, all of these things are here for you. I have already received all these gifts and then some. There is nothing here for me. At the end of each book, as I have to edit, I go through the editing process and I read each book 3 or 4 times, sometimes 5, sometimes more, depending on the space I'm in. I'm already more than rewarded, gifted with this beautiful knowledge. And when I've done the beautiful courses and I've had to go through and listen to the videos and make sure, edit them, again, I'm gifted with the beautiful downloads that I'm given. And it becomes part of my energy, part of my information, part of my wisdom. I've already received all this information. So now it's up to you. If this is something that you desire in your heart, only you can know that. Only you know your path. But we are here for you. Always. All right, my beautiful beings. We love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video. Please remember to share them. This message might be exactly what someone needs today. Bye for now.